होगा कि उस समय जब जरूरत पड़ा
1 लाख के ऊपर ही मनरेगा के लिए पैसा हमने बजट के द्वारा दिया है। जब डिमांड उठते हैं तब हम तुरंत उसका रिस्पॉन्ड भी करते हैं। सर, जम्मू एंड कश्मीर के लिए एडिशनल एक्सपेंडिचर टुवर्ड्स सेंट्रल असिस्टेंस और रिसोर्स गैप मीट करने के लिए JNK सरकार से मांग आया, इसीलिए उनको 3,170 रुपया इस बजट के द्वारा सप्लीमेंट्री डिमांड के द्वारा हम दे रहे हैं। फिर एक और महत्वपूर्ण घोषणा माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने किया, वो PM विश्वकर्मा योजना, जिसमें 18 ऐसे ग्रामीण स्तर से हाथों को उपयोग करके जो अच्छा चीज बनाते हैं, लोहार हो, सोनार हो, उन सब के लिए 18 ऐसे ट्रेड्स के लिए प्रधानमंत्री जी लाल किले से 15 अगस्त 2023 में घोषणा जो किया PM विश्वकर्मा स्कीम का लॉन्च, उसके लिए 989.52 करोड़ इस साल प्रावधान कर रहे हैं। इसके साथ सर एक्सेस ग्रांट का भी एक बिल आपके सामने है। वो 2020-2021 में जो एक्स्ट्रा खर्च हुआ उसके लिए ऑडिट वगैरह होने के बाद हम अभी आपके सामने आ रहे हैं। उसका भी 1,18,651 करोड़ का एक्सपेंडिचर इन 2 ग्रांट्स एंड 1 अप्रोप्रिएशन हम आपके सामने रख रहे हैं। एक्सेस एक्सपेंडिचर जो हुआ उसके विवरण में मैं नहीं जा रही हूँ, इससे टाइम और लग जाएगा, इसीलिए मेंबर्स का प्रश्न के ऊपर जवाब उसके समय पर मैं देना चाहती हूँ। एक्सेस एक्सपेंडिचर का विवरण जो पेपर्स शेयर हुआ है मेंबर्स के साथ, उसमें विवरण है। सर, सप्लीमेंट्री डिमांड्स फॉर ग्रांट्स, उसके ऊपर बहुत सारे मेंबर्स बात की और उसमें बहुत वरिष्ठ सांसद प्रोफेसर सौगता राय बात की है, मगर वो अभी हाउस में नहीं है, इसीलिए उनका जवाब आपके पहले के ऑर्डर के याद है मुझे, इसीलिए आई एम नॉट आंसरिंग हिम, although he had raised a lot of questions which are only half truth and he doesn't come out with details. So मैं मेरे सामने सांसद सुप्रिया सूले जी हैं, उनका विषय को उठाना चाहती हूँ। We certainly have prioritized on balancing the interests of farmers and the interests of consumers. Most often when we do this, we have a situation where when prices go up, you need to have supply side constraints removed, bring all the goods to the market, even if it means that you have to purchase it ad hoc from some large growing areas to the market for the consumer's sake. At this time, we are equally conscious if the price at which we procure from the farmers is adequate or meeting his requirement or not. So it is always a question of balancing between the interests of the farmer and the consumer, but more often inclined towards the farmer because we should not obtain or procure his goods at lower than the MSP, and that concentration has always been there in our minds. But for goods which don't, or farm products which don't have an MSP declared, it's constantly searching for the right fair price which is determined by the market forces rather than we as government determining it. So as a result, I want to say, particularly in food grain prices, you find that the inflation had come down to 4.87 as of October 2023. More than five-fold rise in the Union Agriculture budget of 1.25 lakh crores from 21,900 crores where it was in 2013-14. Honorable Member also raised the issue of the uncertainties in the export and banning of exports. Sometimes you allow exports, sometimes you don't. So as a result of this fluctuating policies, you have a situation where farmers, particularly those who are growing onions, do have an issue saying if they are able to fetch a better price by exporting, but by banning that export, we are denying them that opportunity to get a better price. I understand the concern, but if there are crop shortages and if there are difficulties of getting something as essential as onion to the market, we will have to ensure that the Indian consumers get that priority, and therefore sometimes we need to come up with these measures. But I quite understand the sentiment with which Member Supriya Sule has spoken. But the increase in MSP, sir, itself helps us to address the issue or the concerns of the farmers. I want to highlight that the increase in MSPs, particularly latest increase for the Rabi marketing season of 24-25. I name the crops and then also say MSP which existed in 2014-15, compare that with the MSP of 24-25, and therefore what is the increase? Example, I start with wheat. In 2014-15, the MSP for Rabi marketing season was 1,400. That is rupees quintal, per quintal. MSP Rabi marketing season for 24-25, which is the current Rabi season, is 2,275 rupees per quintal. 1,400 then, 2,275 now. 875 rupees increase, which is 63% increase. Now go for barley, 1,100, now it is 1,850. 68% increase. Gram, 3,100, now it's 5,440. Masoor, 2,950, now it's 6,425 per quintal, which is 118% increase. Rapeseed and mustard, 3,050, now it is 5,650 per quintal, 85% increase. Safflower, 3,000, now it's 5,800, 93% increase. So the MSP itself has increased manifold between 2014 and now. So taking care of the farmers, that is. And then we have not just increased the MSP, but we also procure from the farmers, and therefore money goes directly into the hands of the farmers. I would like to highlight the wheat procurement, which will be of interest for the Honourable Minister who is now saying something. Wheat procurement, Honourable Member, who is from Punjab, I would like to place this number before you. MSP payment for wheat, 2006 to 14, Honourable Member, through the Speaker, I would like to inform you, 2.39 lakh crores is all that went to the farmers. Now, 4.52 lakh crores, 2 times more, is going to the farmers who are growing wheat, be they in Punjab, be they in Haryana, be they in Madhya Pradesh. Similarly, pulses, 1.52 lakh metric tons were procured in 2014. Now, 2023, 82.21 lakh metric tons, 54 times increase in the procurement of pulses. MSP for paddy, 3.09 lakh crores went out to the farmers into their accounts directly in 2006 to 2014. Now, between 14 to 22, if you see the difference, it is 10.06 lakh crores, 3.3 times more money goes, MSP goes for the paddy farmers. Sir, Shri Dinesh Chandra Yadav, I'm not sure if he's here. If he's not here, as per the direction given by the Honourable Speaker, I wouldn't raise the issue. I wouldn't respond to the issue. I can't see the Honourable Member. He's not here. So I move over, sir.
वित्त मंत्री जी ने एक एक मेंबर का सीरियस तरीके से नोट किया और एक एक मेंबर का जवाब दे रही है।
House. It is the responsibility of the government to respond, though, whether he is present or not.
So do I follow your old order or is there a new order, sir? Okay. Sir, again, another member, again, I'm not sure if I'm able to spot, Sushil Kumar Rinku. If the member is here, I'll answer. You are here, sir. Thank you very much. Funds are not being released to Punjab and rural development issues since their government has come to power, is what the allegation was. Sir, I would like to answer to the honorable member. Some scheme guidelines which have been given to for the schemes which go to the states. And when the compliance is not there, due to which releases are not being made, Punjab will perhaps have to go back to check up if they are following the guidelines issued for the schemes as issued. Common reasons, sir, not just Punjab, but states which have a problem when centrally sponsored schemes funds are not being released or released with a delay by ministries. High bank balance, that is unspent balance which remains in the account in the single nodal agency of the scheme. If there are balance left, obviously till that is spent, the next installment doesn't come. Non-submission of annual action plans by the states. Without action plan, we are not able to see where that central scheme is getting executed. Outstanding utilization certificates. Utilization certificates don't come on time, and sometimes this is सिर्फ पंजाब के लिए नहीं, सभी जो जहां वर्तित है वहां outstanding utilization certificates जब वो नहीं आता वो भी नहीं मिलता. Violation of branding and naming guidelines of CSS. ज्यादातर स्टेट्स में ये प्रॉब्लम था, जब उनके साथ बात करने में वो भी उनके सिस्टम को बदलने के बाद उनका पैसा उनको चली जा रही है. फिर नॉन ट्रांसफर ऑफ प्रीवियसली रिलीज्ड सेंट्रल शेयर or state share into the SNA account by the state governments. So the single nodal agency account was created after quite a lot of discussion with the states.
जहां एक सेंट्रल स्कीम का पैसा सेंटर का शेयर भी है, स्टेट का शेयर भी है. अगर स्टेट का शेयर सिंगल नोडल एजेंसी अकाउंट में आ जाता है, उसी क्षण सेंट्रल का शेयर भी उसमें पहुंच जाता है. अगर स्टेट